Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump trade attacks while campaigning 3,000 miles apart.
Trump went after Harris while holding a press conference in Rancho Palos Verdes. Harris hit back from the crucial battleground state of Pennsylvania. Trump went on to Nevada after visiting California. Polls there show the race is a toss-up. And for the 7th time in 8 days, Harris visited the critically important battleground of Pennsylvania. John Finelli will hear more on the race for the White House. John.
Sharon, Micah, this is Vice President Harris's second day of back-to-back rallies after holding 2 events in North Carolina. As you mentioned, former President Trump is rallying in Nevada tonight. But earlier today, he went on the offensive here in Southern California. From his golf club in Rancho Palos Verdes, former President Trump came out swinging against Vice President Kamala Harris in her home state.
We cannot allow Comrade Kamala Harris and the communist left to do to America what they did to California.
Trump blamed Harris and Governor Gavin Newsom for what he describes as the demise of California.
Gavin Newsom and Kamala, and I want to say Kamala more so. She destroyed San Francisco and she destroyed the state.
Using dark and dystopic language, Trump described the Golden State as a dangerous place, falsely claiming there's a dishonest voting system. Trump lost California by 5 million votes in 2020. If elected, Trump also threatened to withhold federal firefighting aid unless Newsom supported his policy positions on taxes and water, specifically one that would see more water pumped from the Sacramento-San Joaquin River Delta. And while talking about border security, Trump doubled down on claims that Haitian immigrants have ruined the town of Springfield, Ohio, saying that he'll begin his mass deportation efforts there.
I can say this, we will do large deportations from Springfield, Ohio. Large deportations. We're going to get these people out.
Springfield has seen an influx of some 15,000 legal immigrants to the mostly white working-class town of 60,000 residents. Springfield's mayor says the population surge has strained local resources.
Under the current federal policy, they're here legally. And they're here, and there's nothing that's taking them out right away. So as a community, we're trying to embrace them.
But he and other officials say immigrants are not taking people's pets as Trump has claimed. The mayor says immigrants have come there for work and opportunity. Police evacuated multiple buildings in Springfield today following bomb threats against an elementary school and City Hall. Pressed by reporters, Trump deflected questions about whether his disparaging rhetoric about immigrants posed a danger to people living in Springfield and other communities with immigrant residents.
The real threat is what's happening at our border.
Meantime, in battleground Pennsylvania.
Well, folks, it's time to turn the page.
Vice President Harris and running mate Tim Walz rallied supporters with an optimistic message, again calling for what she describes as an opportunity economy.
And I will always put middle-class working people first. It will always be my priority.
The Harris campaign says the vice president is trying to hit every battleground state over the next 4 days. Her running mate Tim Walz was in Michigan and Wisconsin earlier today. Meantime, Mr. Trump today said he met with the mayor of Rancho Palos Verdes to discuss the landslides. He said he hopes residents there get the support they need from the government. Trump today also saying that he might consider a second debate if he was, quote, in the right mood for it. Back to you.
John, thank you.